Hi, everyone. John Ponick with the Mojave Valley Daily News, and we are here for a question and answer period. So, the idea behind this is that you guys face a lot of things during the day, or you hear a lot of things. We get questions during the day saying, "Hey, I heard this," or "Can you tell me more about that?" So, rather than having to say the same things to different people, we figured, well, let's give them a chance to reach out to us and let us know what's going on and what answer any questions that you have on what's going on. Before we get to your questions, all right. So in the comments section here, you can put the questions on Facebook. I'm monitoring them. Jeff is monitoring them over there on our YouTube channel. So if you have questions about news or economic development, the businesses that are coming into town, or if you saw a construction site somewhere and you want to know what the heck that's all about, or you have questions about city work and what they're doing, city council meetings, the Oatman Fire Department is kind of a popular one in the last few days. Some of the products that we do, whatever. But before we get there, there's a couple things I want to mention. The first is we got a couple of news stories that were delivered this afternoon. The first is that CVS received a allotment of vaccines, and so what they'll be able to do is they can provide those vaccines for you. You can go to the CVS site. If you go to our Facebook page, you'll see it on there as well. They're doing first and second doses. So go through that and you get it. It's not on the mojavecounty.us site, because on the mojavecounty.us site, they only put on there what they got from their local providers, or that came in through the county. Some of the CVS and Walgreens and those people, they came from their corporate. Their corporate dealt with the government themselves, and then they get it that way. The other thing is we just got a notice from the County Board of Supervisors that both last week and this week's allocation of vaccines have showed up. So the people that were supposed to get theirs this past weekend, they ended up getting it changed to this weekend. Rest assured that those are in now. And hey, Mike Gambrell, what's going on? Rest assured that those are in. So we are we're doing good on that. Before we get going into some of the questions, I just want to talk about one more thing. Last week we talked about what's going on down in. Somebody asked, "Where's Jimmy John's going?" Right? I know that's probably our most popular thing is what's going on with this? When can we get this? Where's that going to go? And I told you that it's going in down by Target. And so people drove by Target there and they see the construction going on. That construction that you see is not Jimmy John's.
False information?
Yeah, fake news. So it's really not fake news, because
they are coming in, but not there.
When I say Jimmy John's is coming in near Target, I'm not lying. Jimmy John's is coming in near Target. It's not in that location. That location is actually going to be in Aspen Dental. That's over by the McCormick's place over there. There's a fence around it. You see the foundation going in and all that. That is actually going to be in Aspen Dental. Now, as far as Jimmy John's, technically, that contract hasn't been signed yet. So I'm not at liberty to discuss where that's going to be going. I just can tell you that it's in that general area. It's still in Bullhead City, but it's in that area. We're hoping it could have been signed today. We just haven't heard on it yet. But that's for sure what's going on.
It's in the works.
Yes. So there will be Jimmy John's here sooner rather than later. But the construction that you see down there, that is Aspen Dental. All right. What is up with the goats by the bridge?
I know a little bit about it.
Jump on in.
What I know about the goats at the bridge, those are Don Laughlin's goats.
Yeah, they're supposed to be out on their little island, aren't they?
They're on an island. They're well taken care of. There's a gentleman that takes really good care of them. He's there every day, whether it's the morning, noon, or night. He feeds them well, and they eat the weeds around the island there.
Yeah, keep them trimmed up. Yeah, typically they're on an island. I know sometimes the water is up and they get stuck and not going to be there. They have a hard time with it. So sorry, I gotta stop reading the questions and do one thing at a time.
He's trying to multitask
But
here,
yes,
guys. This is a little hard here.
Yeah, I'm just happy to be breathing and talking at the same time. All right, is it the Moderna or Pfizer being given? It's Moderna for us. My worry is that we are talking about some of the new stuff that's going to be coming in, the new Johnson & Johnson vaccine. We believe that because of the remoteness, or what we understand is because of the remoteness that's out here, that they get the Moderna one because the Moderna one is a little bit more hardy than the Pfizer one is. My concern is when the Johnson & Johnson one gets approved, it doesn't have the same efficacy that the other two have, but they're going to be going. I'm worried that we're going to get them because it's a one vaccine thing and it doesn't have to have the freezing cold temperatures that the other ones have. So I'm a little bit worried about that.
They said it's not the ones on the island; they're on the shore. I do not know about those. I don't know anything about the goats on shore. I do know about the ones on the island. Yeah. Maybe they got to shore somehow. I don't know.
Maybe they went ashore to get something to eat and the water came up. When is the Holiday Inn opening? All right, so that's a great question, Chris. The Holiday Inn is supposed to open May 1st. They not too long ago they were starting taking reservations for March. That has since been abandoned, and now they are looking at May 1st. So I know the city's been putting a lot of pressure on them to get substantially complete. They have stucco on the outside now, so that's a good thing. They've got rid of the people on the job site that are shooting guns, so that's a good thing.
Yes.
So I guess it's moving along pretty well now, and so we hope to have. Right now, they're saying May 1st is the new date, so you can go on to Holiday Inn's website and book your reservations on there and see. I thought Jimmy John's was going in next to the new DQ. No, that's Jersey Mike's. But while we're in that neighborhood, how about a Golden Corral or Olive Garden?
I like their idea, but
the Golden Corral or Olive Garden?
Might be a while. Yeah,
so the way it works with that, and we talked a little bit about it last week, is that we have people when we go to these things, and I've gone to them with the city and members of the city and the economic development people, and we meet with restaurants and those types of establishments. When we talk to them, the first question is, tell me about your population, tell me about your median income, tell me about how many rooftops you have within 10 miles or 20 miles or 50 miles, that kind of thing. So I got some stories coming up over the next few days. One's tomorrow, one will be on Sunday, and one will be on Tuesday about economic development and how this is working. So that's what's holding us up on like Olive Garden and some of the higher end. I know a lot of people have asked about Sprouts and some of those kinds of things. A Trader Joe's. Those are the things that are holding us up with them. We don't have enough rooftops within 10 miles or 20 miles. We don't have a median income that is at the level that they're hoping for. So what ends up happening then is that the city manager, typically, Toby is in charge of economic development. The city manager is the one that spends the time saying, all right, but look, here's what's going on. We've got across the river, we have a gambling town. We have 10,000 hotel rooms. We have events in our town every single weekend. We have a Chili's, and we have a Sam's Club, and we have a Target and Kohl's and all the other things. He goes right down the list of all the things that we have to show them that, look, these people are here because there are things going on. So that's where it's cost a little bit more hardship for Toby to say, here's what's going on. Here's why it's a good idea for you to come to town. But in the end, we get what we need. Any updates or info on the structure fire on Downey Road in Fort Mojave? The same morning as the La Paloma fire, there were 2 explosions and the house was engulfed in flames. I don't think we ever got anything from Fort Mojave fire on that, right?
We do not have any updated information on that. We did hear the same information you heard, though.
Anything about the fire board meeting in Oatman last night? Well, Bobby Mersick. Well, Bobby, I talked to Terry Harbor, who covered it, and she kind of smiled and grinned a little bit and said it was a very interesting one. She was amazed at how many people showed up at it. I actually, tomorrow morning, we are sitting down with Kathy Jenkins, the fire chief out there, and we're going to be discussing all the things that are going on in Oatman. So if you're not familiar, there's a gentleman, I'm trying to stall while I think of his name, Tim McCarthy, who owns some property out there, and he is trying to build a restaurant, bar, in the future, some cabins out there. He's got a lot of big plans, but he's feuding with the fire department right now, and there's it's not just him. There's a list of citizens out there that have signed on as well, and they want the fire department to resign, and they want the board to resign, and all these things. We've got one side of the story that was on our Valley Voices last week, so if you want to hear what he had to say, it's up on our YouTube channel. It's also on our Facebook page. And tomorrow we get the other side. We get the fire department. So
we'll get both sides.
Yeah, we're doing the interview at 10 o'clock. We're going to edit it and everything, and then we'll have it out Friday. Or if she doesn't stray too far and say anything that's inappropriate, we will maybe get it up tomorrow sometime. Yeah, so that's the idea.
We got a question on YouTube real quick. We're going back and forth here, guys, with Facebook and YouTube. We got a question from Colleen. What is happening with the development of walkable downtown Bullhead?
Well, I can tell you that we got a couple things going on down there. So the biggest issue down there is how you get traffic off of, the 50-mile-an-hour traffic racing through town, so that it's never going to be walkable as long as we have that going on. So they've talked about different ways of getting traffic to go up and around, up towards like the Suddenlink Center down there, divert traffic off of there. But the problem is on the other side, you have private property down there at the river. And, if those people don't want to give it up, it's just something, all it takes is one person to say no, and that's a problem. We do know that, and I got that in my notes as well, we do know that the people down at Circle K are very motivated to do some things down there. So you will start seeing some construction going on down at Circle K in the next couple of weeks. The owner bought the whole block. It's pretty nice, huh? I'll just buy this block. I always joke about people in LA or San Diego selling their home and their little 2-bedroom home and then coming out here and buying a block. They decided they're just going to buy the block. So they bought the block, and they're going to be building, are you ready? A 5,000 square foot Circle K with with food and a few other things. And also the thing that I'm excited about is that they're going to have space where RVs and boats and people pulling jet skis and that can pull in there and have plenty of room to get out without blocking all of the pumps and having to make weird maneuvers to get out and all that kind of thing. So you're going to see some construction down there. As far as the rest of the walkable part, that's not going to happen until the developers or the city is able to come up with a good plan on how to divert traffic off of there. They're not going to make it walkable while they have a 50-mile-an-hour zone going through there. I heard that. Mojave, do you have another one?
Just another answer on the city. Those are city goats. So, Dustin Cross works for, I believe, the city, and he said city-owned goats. So they're fenced in down there.
So maybe instead of the burro barbecue, we'll go with a goat barbecue? Is that?
Yeah, I think they ran out of food on the island, and they put them over on shore to get some more food. Yeah, that's all.
That's a good idea. I heard that Mojave Valley is getting a Sam's Club. No, that is not true. Mojave Valley could not support a Sam's Club right now, but with with all the things that are going on, you know what? I'll ask Tammy Ursenbach. Tammy is the Mojave County director of economic development. I'll talk to her about it and see what she.
I think it's a great idea.
I just know that they could support one down there in Mojave Valley.
Right.
Now, one of the places that we see the most growth going on right now is down in the Fort Mojave Valley area, and we attribute that a lot to what's going on in Needles. There's not a lot of inventory here for homes. I've got some home information as well for you, but there's even less down in Needles. So they're going to the people that are being hired to do those nice paying jobs down in Needles in the industry, in the growing industry, we see that going in there. So eventually maybe that could be a Sam's Club kind of thing, but not today. So let's talk real quick about the homes. I just wanted to give you a quick update. Last year they built in Bullhead City 306 new homes last calendar year. This year already they've built 54, and every day, according to our city manager, every day they're getting 2 to 3 more applications. So they're on a pace to build over 500 new homes this year in Bullhead City. So I think that should tell you how hopefully that leads to a little bit more of the economic development stuff that's going to happen.
Construction's booming.
Yes. Are they ever going to build any restaurants or any different fast food places in Fort Mojave? Well, yes, but again, they also have to have the space for it. You know, they just built the new Burger King down there, and they got the new Starbucks down there. So they got some of those things going on down there. They just need to. Apparently, they just need coffee down there. You know, between Javelina's, Starbucks, the Human Bean, all them. Fort Mojave Valley just needs coffee.
McDonald's isn't good enough.
Higher end restaurants are too good for this town. Not enough people or money here for them. Slap in the face, so we get fast food on every corner. Well, all right, Sarah.
Well, we can't disagree with that, but yeah.
Building so many homes here. I guess we're left. What about a Costco?
I don't know about the Havasu meeting. Do you know about that one?
I do not.
Can't answer your question.
I do not, Ray, but I know the guy that deals with that. I can give him a call and see, and I'll have some more information for you. Okay. All right. So let me just update you on some other things that we have going on. They just opened a new Dollar General across from Milk down there. The Dairy Queen is open, but the Jersey Mike's still isn't open. I talked to Mr. Cotter a couple days ago, and he said that it is literally any day now. So it could have opened today. We wouldn't know, but it is any day now that's going to open. The ProFit just did a soft opening up there in Riverview Mall, so that's open. If you go down to Lakeside and Hancock, you see a big construction site down there, at the corner of Lakeside and Hancock. You know what that is?
I don't.
That is the new Phoenix Cancer Center. And according to our city manager, what the deal is on that, if you had a chance to stop and look at it closely, you'd see they have some very, very thick walls down there. That is to handle, there are specific. I've always had problems with that word. Specific requirements that they have to have for their buildings to ensure that none of the radiation leaks out. So that's what they're doing down there. It's a diagnosis and advanced treatment of cancer. So that'll be nice that we'll have that here rather than having to go to the Mayo Clinic or up to Vegas or something like that.
Or Phoenix.
People. Yeah, Phoenix.
We got another YouTube question if you're ready.
Fire
away. Here we go. Again, Colleen wants to know any development in the shopping center off Miracle Mile. having a destination for boutique restaurants, pubs, and open-air events. Lots of room there.
You talking about it up at the Riverview Mall?
That's
I would
right.
guess, is what she means. Well, like I said, or I was saying, ProFit just opened a soft grand opening yesterday. That's kind of a health food. That's in the old Firehouse restaurant up there, and then you got Mioni's. Here's the issue up there. A lot of these restaurants have to have a. Yeah, a lot of these restaurants say this is what our building looks like. So with all the outlet malls there, unless somebody locally here decides that they want to start their own, like Mr. Hassett did or Carrie Mioni's did, unless they want to start their own and they're okay with the footprint looking like this, that's a tough spot for them. It's also kind of that development's been beat up a little bit by the community as far as getting a black eye on the spaces up there not being lucky, I guess. You know, we hear that in town. We heard that about the spot that Correa's is in Fort Mojave too, and he seems to be doing okay. So, and I think that John Hassett was doing fine with JP's, and I think that you know, there's been other ones there that were that did well. So, I think that was just a bad luck thing. We need things for our kids to do. I concur.
I agree. I liked when they had the skating rink there.
Would nice to see a grocery store near the Needles Bridge. We actually have heard that there's some rumblings going on down in Needles about a new grocery store going in down there. They've made it attractive for them, so we'll see what comes out of that. Has anyone tried to get a special use permit lately? Who is the liaison for the people trying to bring economics to our area? I don't know what you mean, Ray. You have to give me a little bit better. Any word if the city has talked to any property management companies and possibly building apartment complexes here to help? Yes, that's one of the things that I wanted to talk about today. Right across the street from us here, we have a the medians are a headache too. I know, Kat, a lot of people are saying the same thing. A lot of people in this building are saying the same thing, but that's a DOT thing, Arizona DOT. Right across the street from Swante's here is 250 acres. That was bought by Ali, the owner of the city center up there, and all the fantastic work done up there. We had a story on it. We had a picture of the winner of the bid of the auction there. So that area right there is 250 acres. They're expecting that the front 100 acres, and this is already stuff that's in the works. The front 100 acres, I keep looking down here at her name rather than looking up here at the camera. The front 100 acres are designated for commercial. So there's going to be different types of restaurants. Toby Cotter told me that there were, he said, I can count on two hands how many businesses have come to them and asked for information on it. So what they're doing is they're saying, all right, we're going to have a gas station here, and we'll have a restaurant here, and we'll have a little strip mall here, and then they can lay out how the roads are going to be and how the properties are going to be divvied up and all that. So that's the process that they're in right now. The back side of it, and I encourage you to read the paper every day, but specifically next Tuesday's paper is going to be covering the future, and I'm going to talk a lot more about this, that area, and what Toby and the developer and everything else believe is going to happen over there. But front 100 acres commercial, back 150 acres is going to be residential. And they're looking at multifamily rental homes, condos, single-family homes. Toby said specifically he would love for somebody to go walking out of their house, walk across the street, and play pickleball, or walk a little bit further and they're at the river, those kinds of things. And it's something that they really are looking forward to, and go from there. Whoops.
Oh, I got a question.
What? Okay. I saw another one from Ray that I want to answer real
Okay,
quick.
yeah, go ahead.
Um,
The special event.
yeah.
He wants to know who he talks to get a special
All
event
right,
permit.
so it depends on what you're looking at, Ray. If you want to be in the county, or if you want to be in the city. In the city, it's something that you've got to go through city clerk, Sue Stein. If it's something that is in the county, then that's something that has to go through the Board of Supervisors. Either way, we can help you. I can help you with that. Sometimes if it's in the city, it still has to go through the Board of Supervisors, but it's got to go through the city first. If you're talking about an event like, say, a motorcycle rally, that is something that it all depends on what you plan on doing. So the event permit is cheap, but a lot of the other permits that go along with it are what the headache is. So if you want to have the serve alcohol, that's a whole nother permit. If you want to have vendors there, you've got to gather up all their information and bring it down. They have to be licensed, even if it's a one-day license. If you're doing food, that's a whole different permit. So if you want to give me a call here at the chamber, oh, you did?
Got your email in the chat there.
Just email me your information, what you're thinking, and I can point you towards the right person for sure.
We don't want the phone numbers out there.
No.
Kat has her
I
opinion.
just don't want the valley getting invaded. She got an opinion.
She got an opinion about Air
Well,
A and B.
You know Kat's got an opinion. Speaking of Airbnb, we need to kind of keep an eye on things because right now there's some legislation going through the state legislature where they're trying to get it released so that the city government gets to kind of regulate the Airbnb stuff. So whatever your opinion is on that, I don't own Airbnb, so I don't know if I need to weigh in on that.
Larry say.
Anywhere if the city's talked to any property manager, I agree, more stuff for the kids. Medians are a headache. Okay, for my UMS, I want to get a special event permit. I think that those from other states are buying the homes.
Yeah, we just talked about that.
For Airbnb use is hurting our market. Well, I don't know, Kat, because we do have a lot of people here that have moved into town, and purchased those homes. So I think that is something that you would have to talk to some of our. Larry Kendrick weighed in.
Yep.
You don't work at the chamber. That is correct. Why did I see something
At
about
first,
the chamber?
at first, I thought it said, "Hey, do you work at the chamber?"
No, I do not work at the chamber. I don't know what I said that would make it sound like I work at the chamber, but
Kat always has an opinion. We know Kat. That's
Yes.
okay.
some other things here. Aspen Dental, Holiday Inn, 306 homes. All right, so one of the other future things that we've heard about is Popeyes. There is confirmation now that Popeyes is going to be going out in the parking lot in front of Ace Hardware, close over there by, is that Wendy's over there? That's right at the other end over there.
It's the Riverview Mall,
It's a Riverview Mall parking lot.
right?
At
area.
at the Ace
At the
Hardware
end.
end, over
North
towards,
end.
over towards yes, the north end, over towards Wendy's there. So we know that that's going to be going in there. We don't know when the actual work is going to get started on over there. So some of the other stories that we talked about, or the story I was talking about, covers the sliver of land there between the field house and the water. We got some information that on what's going to happen with that, and then also the chunk of property just south of the chamber on the water. We got some information on that as well. We all know the biker run was canceled, but I hear the bikers are still coming. What's your opinion on that? I think it's awesome. The bikers spend a lot of money in this community. I'm also a biker, so I guess I would be on the side of bikers. I'm actually trying to meet with somebody. We just haven't been able to get our schedules in sync.
Speaking of bikes.
Yeah, there's bikes rolling by right now.
I hear a Harley going by.
Yes. I'm speaking with somebody right now that is he's trying to do an event, and so I told him that he's running into some walls. So I think that the biker event is important. It brings a lot of money into the community, and yeah.
I think somebody knows
Somebody
we're
either
live
just
in here.
driving around the corner and driving around the building.
Talk about bikes, boy. They pop
show
up.
Yeah. So we, the bikers are going to show up. It's a great time of year to be riding here. We'll be out riding. What we're going to lose is some of the events that happened over at the casino, and that's unfortunate. But it is something that is going on, and we found out today that some of the Laughlin restrictions for the schools have been relaxed a little bit. So maybe, we won't be able to probably on this shorter notice. I don't know if the casinos can get that many acts in town to have a regular biker run. But I would expect that we're still going to be pretty busy here with bikers, and I'm glad because it brings a lot of money into this town.
Here's a pretty funny comment I thought here in the YouTube channel. It says, I will be there next week to investigate the real estate scam in Bullhead City. And this is coming from Community Watchdog Media.
All right. I'll be interested to hear about the real estate scam here in town. There's talk of a major chain restaurant coming to the Crossroads Plaza. Any news? No, it's still in the works. The problem with that, Larry, is that there's just not... The Crossroads Plaza just doesn't have enough people inside it. If they got to, I think that we talked to the owner at one point, and I think he wanted to at least get to 60%. It might have been 70%, I don't remember. But if he can get 60 or 70% of the spots filled in there, then he will do that. And the idea was that the restaurant wasn't going to go into one of the buildings that are already there. They're going to plop one down right in the middle of the parking lot there. Take out a bunch of stuff, put one in there, a nice sit-down Olive Garden or one of those kinds of Applebee's, something like that. Have it out there. That has not moved because they're not getting enough people inside the spaces that they have at the Crossroads Plaza. So we're hoping. I have heard the same rumors about a grocery store, and as of right now, no, there is no truth to that from what we've heard. So, all right. You got anything else over there, Jeff?
No, I think we're good. And, we were going to try to make it a 30-minute show, and it looks like we're 4 minutes over 30, but still real close.
If you go back and you cut all the ums out, then we make it in 30 minutes, no problem. Oh, no, I got one more thing I need to talk to.
One more thing. Don't.
This is probably the one, I don't know why I put that at the bottom of the pile.
You have a lot of piles over there.
I do have a lot of piles, so maybe that's the problem. So a lot of people are asking me about what's that building going up next to Jersey Mike's and Dairy Queen? That is a car wash. And they go, it's a car wash. Well, let me tell you a couple things. One, that is going to be a Surf Through Express car wash. This is a franchise out of Southern California, and it is... building, and it's a little bit different. It's a quick car wash. They use like purified water, free vacuums. They have stuff that you can buy there as well.
They supply the towels.
There's a lot of things.
You can't
down there
take
that
them
you can
though.
do. You can't take a 7-foot 6-inch or higher lifted vehicle, but outside of that, it's supposed to be pretty awesome. They are supposed to be open by spring, and for those people out there, they're going to go, oh, geez, not another car wash. I can also tell you that there is a car wash in Bullhead City that will be taken down when this one opens up.
Nobody will go there anymore.
To the other one? Well, it will be taken down and demolished, and something new will be built there that is not a car wash. I promise you that.
Okay.
All right, now I'm done.
You guys are up to date with
Thank you, everyone,
question and
for
answers.
tuning in. Yeah, now you can go back to your office and say, when they go, hey, I heard that there's new construction over there is Jimmy John's. No, that's Aspen Dental. Jimmy John's is going to be in this area, but
all the
can't tell you where.
all the fake news is put aside.
Right. hopefully that helps. So please think of any questions that you have. How can I find info on the housing scam? I don't know. I would like to know info on the housing scam too. I didn't know there was a housing scam going on here.
Community Watchdog Media is on it. Don't worry.
They are on it, so we'll let you know when we hear.
He'll
what's
let
going
us
on.
know.
Yes. All right, everyone. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next Wednesday. Don't forget, Friday we're going to be posting either tomorrow or Friday. We don't know yet. Depends on how well it goes. Our Valley Voices interview with Kathy Jenkins, the Oatman Fire Department or Fire Chief. So we will look forward to that. All right, thanks everyone. Thanks, Jeff.
Thank you, guys.
We will see you Daily Dose tomorrow morning at 7:30, right here, right where you're at.
Monday through Friday, 7:30. Tune in, Daily Dose, and then that's where you can get some questions
Yes.
going too.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
We'll see you guys.
We'll see you.
Bye.